So the 95th Academy Awards just ended a few hours ago, and I wanted to give just a brief reaction video talking about the big wins of the night, any big surprises that happened, anything I got wrong in my predictions. I, of course, made 2 final prediction videos for the Oscars that dropped here on YouTube in the last 2 weeks. So my final score was 17 out of 23. Not terrible, not great. Last year I got 20 out of 23. I did much better. But what I am happy about is that I got 7 out of the 8 top categories correct. I know a lot of people were predicting Austin Butler would win Best Actor for Elvis and Cate Blanchett would win Best Actress for Tar. I think a lot of people were looking at BAFTA and thinking that BAFTA might hold more weight than SAG, and in this case, that didn't happen. BAFTA went 0 for 4, and SAG went 4 for 4. 4 for 4. Did I say 4 for 4? All 4 people who won at SAG won at the Oscars, so clearly that was the much bigger precursor to pay attention to this year, especially since not even Cate Blanchett or Austin Butler, who won at BAFTA, could also win at the Oscars. This was a really terrific Oscar ceremony. I want to say last year's Trainwreck was the worst Oscars I'd ever seen. It pained me to no end. And this year, outside of like a couple little things, I didn't like how they used some of the show to like promote the upcoming Little Mermaid. That seemed a little tacky to me. For the most part, like 98% of the show, I was very happy. I thought it worked really well. There was a good flow. I liked all the montages that would air on the screen before they presented an award. I liked that we got clips for everything. Sometimes we get like long clips at the beginning, and then when we get to the last 3 or 4 like really important categories, they do away with the clips. That always bugs me, and that did not happen here, so that was really cool. Of course, one of the great thrills of the night was seeing Michelle Yeoh win Best Actress, the second woman of color after Halle Berry to win Best Actress in 95 years, and the first Asian woman to win Best Actress. Huge, huge history making. And I spent 2+ weeks making her elusive Oscar video last month, and I've been kind of annoying on Twitter for the last few weeks, just being like, this year, this moment belongs to Michelle Yeoh. I adore Cate Blanchett's performance in Tar, and she was absolutely deserving too. But I just felt like this year, it was time to reward Michelle Yeoh, and I was just so excited. I didn't videotape myself, but I might have jumped up and screamed and scared some of the people around me, and I was just very, very thrilled, so happy, especially after Jamie Lee Curtis won Best Supporting Actress. I was like, Michelle Yeoh is winning, right? That's not going to sit well with me if we give Curtis an Oscar for that movie, but not Yeoh. That would not have been good, so I was very relieved and thrilled when Yeoh did win at the end of the ceremony. In terms of the big surprises, I do think in the top 8 categories, the biggest surprise was Jamie Lee Curtis winning Best Supporting Actress. She was in 3rd place for me, behind Angela Bassett and Carrie Condon. I just didn't think that Curtis could win an Oscar for that performance with only really SAG behind her, the SAG win. Like, if she had won the Golden Globe and then SAG, then that would have made more sense. But I just felt like she needed that Globe win, or maybe Critics' Choice. I don't think Jamie Lee Curtis was ever going to win BAFTA. But as much as I adore that movie, I just don't think that's an Academy Award-winning performance. I questioned if it was strong enough to get a nomination. Now, Jamie Lee Curtis is one of my all-time favorites. I wanted her to get an Oscar nomination in the 90s for True Lies, so I am very, very happy that she just won an Oscar. I just kind of question if that performance was really worthy of an Academy Award win. But again, it's really great to see her with an Oscar, although I did feel very sad for Angela Bassett. Oh my God, the pain in her eyes when they announced the name Jamie Lee Curtis. We don't often see that at an award ceremony at the Oscars. Usually there's like the polite clap. You can see in that moment Angela Bassett really wanted to win, so I think what just helped Curtis in the long run was being in the better performing movie, the one that won Best Picture, Best Director, Original Screenplay, Supporting Actor, Actress. Curtis just had that bump that Angela Bassett didn't. Black Panther Wakanda Forever did win costume design, but the enthusiasm for that movie just wasn't there, and I think it being a Marvel sequel really did in the end hurt Bassett's chances. I mean, I do think it's really impressive that Curtis won, given that there was another actor from the film in her category, and she's a legacy nominee like Angela Bassett. So there was a big uphill battle for Jamie Lee Curtis just to get the nomination a few weeks ago, let alone win. So, I mean, like, kudos to her, and Ke Huy Quan winning Best Supporting Actor, that was a great win, very much expected, but also a terrific speech. And then in Best Actor, a lot of people were predicting Austin Butler, which made sense. He was in the movie with a Best Picture nomination. He was playing a real-life person, Elvis Presley. He won at BAFTA. He won at Golden Globes. Like, that made sense. I think he was, on paper, the smarter choice to predict there, but I just felt this wave of enthusiasm for Brendan Fraser, especially following SAG, and even though The Whale didn't have that Best Picture nomination, it did have Supporting Actress, it had makeup and hairstyling, which I predicted would win, and it did. I felt very much an Iron Lady thing going on there, where the movie's not in picture director, but it is in makeup and hairstyling. And I just had a feeling that The Whale could win that over Elvis. When The Whale won makeup and hairstyling, I was like, I think Fraser's got this. Like, I think Fraser's gonna win. And he did. Another terrific speech, a great moment. Everything Everywhere All at Once got 7 Oscars total. It won Picture, Director, Lead Actress, Supporting Actor, Supporting Actress, Original Screenplay, and Editing. I mean, it's just done so well all throughout award season, and what a great night it had at the Oscars. Great movie, well deserved. I am a little bit sad at how many Best Picture nominees, how many great movies went home empty-handed. So what went home empty-handed of like the big nominees? We have The Banshees of Inisherin, won nothing. Tar, my favorite film of 2022, got nothing. And then Elvis did not win a single Oscar. That's really surprising to me. And The Fabelmans, of course. The Fabelmans didn't win anything. I was thinking like maybe John Williams could take score. Maybe that'll happen. All Quiet on the Western Front did very strongly in the technical categories. 2 of the ones I missed were production design and score. I went with Babylon on those 2, and now I've learned my lesson. Like, in the future, if there's a movie in the category that's very strong and has like 9 nominations and it's in picture, and there's a movie that I'm kind of leaning toward that only has like 3 technical nominations, maybe go with the one that has a lot more nods, that's in picture. I was thinking that earlier today. I was like, is Babylon gonna win anything? Like, it's only in those 3 technical categories. It might go home empty-handed. I was kind of leaning towards maybe like Elvis winning production design and maybe Everything Everywhere All at Once winning score. I wasn't on board with All Quiet in those 2. That was kind of a surprise to me, but it was obviously a very good film and the Academy took to it. But yeah, overall, I was really happy with the ceremony. I was happy with the wins. There wasn't a single win all night that really like pissed me off or I was like, oh my God. I mean, the closest thing to a win that I would say might be undeserving is Jamie Lee Curtis. Again, I just don't think that's worthy of an Academy Award, but I love Jamie Lee Curtis. I'm a huge horror fan. Halloween is my favorite horror film of all time, and I made an elusive Oscar video about Jamie Lee Curtis like I did for Michelle Yeoh, and so it was just really surreal to see her on that stage collecting an Academy Award. In some ways, I never thought that Jamie Lee Curtis would ever be on that stage, so it was just really cool to see that. And so, you know, my feelings about her performance, like, it is what it is. You know, it's a fun performance, it's amusing, and it's not going to go down in history as one of the best Oscar wins or anything, but, you know, I'm cool with it. So yeah, there weren't any categories, any awards that I was bummed about, or, I mean, I'm kind of bummed that Tar went home empty-handed. I mean, I would have loved Tar to have won, like, cinematography, or, like, you know, surprise in original screenplay or something, since the Daniels won both original screenplay and director. But usually those two go together, so that made sense. And there weren't like a bunch of lame comedy bits. There were like maybe one or two, like that one with Malala, that kind of fell flat. Wasn't great. I mean, the songs were good. The Natu Natu dance number was fantastic. Standing ovation, how cool was that? I knew after the standing ovation, I was like, okay, I think that's winning. I was concerned because that was the only nomination for the movie. I was like, maybe it doesn't win. Maybe it goes to Top Gun Maverick or Black Panther Wakanda Forever. But after the standing O, I went, okay, yeah, I think that song's winning. And it did. So that was really cool. The In Memoriam was very tasteful, very well done. The opening monologue by Jimmy Kimmel was very funny. It didn't overstay its welcome. It was like a good length. And I just felt like this show had a really good pace to it, a nice flow. I never felt like it was going over long. I, of course, was very happy to see all 23 categories presented in the show. I didn't like that thing last year where we were hearing about some of the wins before the show even started. That was tacky. I didn't like that. So I was very happy that this year we went back to sharing all 23 of the categories. And I feel like, was it like even shorter this year than it was last year? Like, I don't think that mattered last year. Like, there was so much going on in that telecast last year. Like, I don't know. It was bad. This year's ceremony was excellent. Like, keep doing it like this in the years to come. I mean, I might have liked a few more reunions. I like that we saw Hugh Grant with Andie MacDowell from 4 Weddings and a Funeral. That was really cool. I, of course, loved the idea of bringing out Halle Berry to give the Oscar to Michelle Yeoh, the first woman of color to win the Best Actress trophy, giving the award to the second. That was really cool. And then Everything Everywhere All at Once winning Best Picture. That is an awesome Best Picture win. So yeah, I'm very, 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 very happy with this ceremony. I'm sure I'll dive into some of these categories, some of these races in the weeks and months to come. But I just wanted to make a reaction video to share before I go to bed tonight and tell you just my general thoughts on the ceremony. And I wanted to thank you for sticking with me all this time, all the prediction videos, all my elusive Oscar videos. It was a really exciting award season. I really like this one. Like, going all the way back to August to now, I'm very happy about the time I put into all of these videos and thinking about these races. Like, it was just a really exciting season. I mean, to go into the ceremony tonight not really knowing what was going to win supporting actress, lead actor, lead actress. I really like that. I think it's so boring, the years where you just know, who's going to win everything. And there's like maybe like 1 or 2 technical categories that are up for grabs. That's boring. I like when there's suspense. There was a lot of suspense tonight. I was like, is Austin Butler going to take this? Cate Blanchett might win. Angela Bassett or Carrie Condon or Jamie. I'm like, what's going to, like, it was really cool. And the only one I got wrong out of the top 8 was Jamie Lee Curtis. But I do think that was a really tough category to call. I don't feel bad about that. If I hadn't have gone with Angela Bassett, I would have gone with Carrie Condon, actually. So I don't think I was ever going to go with Jamie Lee Curtis to win that. So it is what it is. But I mean, whether you did really well in your predictions or you didn't, it was a terrific show. I'm very happy with it. I hope you guys liked it. I'm going to be making one more video very soon about the ceremony. My top 10 favorite moments of the 95th Academy Awards. Look for that in the hours to come. And thanks for watching. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. And I'll see you next time.